should I? Because I saw that on the on the letter.
Yeah, it's usually the part where I'm like, oh, put a piece of black electrical tape on my head going over like Harkonnen. I'll change my voice to sound like Harkonnen. I'll say something clever or act like I'm talking to somebody else. I can't think of anything. Oh, hey everybody! It's late. I'm doing a late stream. Uh, I'm here. You're here, and this is the internet. Uh, the internet is kind of like well, it's kind of like a thing, and in that thing, there's a bunch of other things, and some of those things are pretty cool, and then there's a whole flood of other things, and then there's some things where you're like, what the hell is this thing? And then you get bizarrely fascinated by that thing, and then you're like, well, what's this other thing over here? And then you get fascinated by that, and then pretty soon, it's like 14 hours later, and you're like, where's my life? And where's my big beautiful house and my big beautiful car? Yeah, that's what the internet's kind of like. But man, Dune Awakening, I've been playing a lot lately. Well, a lot for me, and since I last did a stream, um, I leveled up in faction, made a whole slew of money. Um, what else? Well, huge things actually, like uh, purchasing a bunch of skins for things like the light buggy and for light armor. And I just couldn't be more Harkonnen, as if you couldn't tell by the black stripe on my head while I'm streaming. Because I'm like mature and everything. Anyway, um, so many cool things to show you, but also some kind of helpful stuff that maybe a lot of people don't know. And I didn't just figure this out all on my own, just like anybody else. Most of our knowledge comes from someone else before us. And so I've been watching a fair amount of videos on the side, and especially when I'm not feeling well, I'll just kind of chill out to watching some Dune Awakening videos. And I uh, learned some things that naturally, big game, right? Game doesn't always tell you everything, and some things you just have to learn on your own. And so people have, and I learned a few things on my own too. But basically, what I'm trying to say is, along the way, I'm going to be pointing out a bunch of things that have been missed by other people or other people don't commonly understand. Some of them are things that I had to look up because I was like, what the hell's this thing over here? Why does it do that? And damn, I look good as a Harkonnen. Anyway, so without further ado, let me bring us to the screen. And oh man, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go check out, because I actually got to build on the Harkonnen part of the base. You know, you have to make plastone, which requires you to have a bunch of other things, and of course those things require other things and other things, blah blah blah. You know, routine. But yeah, here we go. Here we go. Boop. All right. First and foremost, holy cow. Holy. Alexandra's looking good. Just saying. Even on my ridiculously low settings because I'm playing on a 5-year-old gaming laptop. But at tier 3 reputation, for the sum of 8,000 Solaris, you can buy a conversion kit, basically a reskin, so that every light armor you wear now looks like Harkonnen infantry light armor. And I don't show my helmets, um, but I mean it all looks super cool. Um, just holy cow, holy cow, holy cow, holy cow. This rifle on my back is one that I just made today. It is a House Karpov 38. I was using a mission reward rifle that was firing heavy, um, heavy darts, but for each shot it was using 3 heavy darts, and the damage was barely any better than this Karpov that I could make, House Karpov, firing light darts, which are much easier and much more commonly found, um, for just a tiny bit less damage. And I kill awesomely with the Karpov 38. I love Karpov 38. Anyway, now I haven't got the cool conversion kit for the bike, for the sand bikes yet, but I do have the color, the Harkonnen color, which I already showed you in the last stream. And here we go. And again, if anybody sees a sandworm appear on the desert behind me, do try to let me know. I don't want to be digested by Shiloh. Yeah. Streaming late at night, 55 years old, and asking you to tell me if a worm shows up on my text. The placement of this second base, I again, after watching a bunch of videos, I was very strategic about where I placed it. And it's basically within a few hundred meters or 1 to 2 minutes travel of a ton of a huge variety of really important mats, materials. Oh, you guys, here we are. Oh my gosh. That's from the Harkonnen building set. That's the Harkonnen gate. Does it get any better than... it's so good. It's so good. Now, for those that didn't see last stream or whatever, I told everyone I wanted to build the foundation or the bottom story out of the Twitch drop walls, foundations, and stuff that you get for free just from watching streamers play Dune Awakening. And those free Twitch drop blocks, I was like, this looks like it would complement Harkonnen building so well. And yeah, it does. You can see it's so I'm basically just expanding on what I already built. Brimstone, not right now. No. Mr. Brimstone wants to say hi. We'll do that in a minute. Yeah, man. I mean, look at the barbs that stick out. I mean, how cool. And watch these gates open. Watch this. Oh man, it's too good. It's too good. All right. Well, Mr. Brimstone has a hard time understanding when I'm talking to someone else. Like I'm trying to talk to you right now. So let's let him have a little screen time. Come here. Come on, Brimstone. Come here. Oh boy. Okay, here we are. This is my North American Yard Panther, Mr. Brimstone. Here we are. Hello. All right. We have the prerequisite amount of time for you to be happy and not meow at me for a little while. I'm trying to stream. Okay. and say bye to Mr. Brimstone. Here we go. Zoom. Okay. Wasn't it? This. Okay. Yeah. The stuff is just so cool. I only have a start on the Harkonnen build part of the base, and I've had to mess around with it a little bit, and I'm already out of materials. The Harkonnen building stuff requires something called plastone, and it is made from a couple of other materials, and it can seem sort of intimidating. I won't go into full details about it, but whenever you see that, don't stress right away. It's like, oh man, this game is just constantly just get more of this to make this and this and this. The good news about it is plastone, each refinery function, each refinery cycle of making plastone delivers 250 units of plastone, which is used to build the Harkonnen building materials, the faction building materials. So it's not really so bad. Yes, you got to toil a little bit to get the other things that you need to make plastone, but each little manufacturing cycle, each little run is providing 250 units for you to build with. So then I was like, oh, okay, well, sheesh, not so bad then. Because like all the other basic building stuff, it doesn't really require a ton per block to build. So yeah, don't worry about it. Anyway, I have some ideas for how I already want to change something over on this side. But holy cow, this gate and the Harkonnen emblems. Holy moly, I was so happy. Look at that. I'm gonna make this place look amazing. Okay. Alright, I know. I'm Harkonnen gushing. I know. Weird guy streaming late at night with black electrical tape striped on his head. Let me back up a little bit here to show off the other thing. Ooh, oh god. So for 35,000 Solari paid to the faction vendor, you can make it so that any buggy is transformed into the Harkonnen buggy. And man, it looks really cool. For those of you trying to decide whether or not if the buggy is worth it, and let me get into a couple of things here, because there's been, just like with any new game, and gamers talking and throwing their opinions out there, I try to soak it all in and just kind of, okay, now how do I feel about it? I try to be open-minded. So there's some people that say that the buggy running solo is just annoying because you have to go back and forth between the driver's seat and the turret. Folks, I'm going to tell you, just let me show you. This is how hard it is to switch from the driver's seat to the turret. Hold down F, you're in the turret. Hold down F, you're back in the driver's seat. It's really not a big deal. Okay? I've mined with it quite a bit solo so far, and really, it's not so bad. So, I noticed that a lot of people that are doing videos, they say, yeah, get it, it's worth it, and blah, blah, blah. There's not a lot of explanation as to, okay, well, why? Because it is slower than the bikes. So why? Okay, here's why. Tons of storage, for one thing. Everything you mine goes right into the storage. A lot of people don't know it, but I built the first buggy that I could make, which is a Mark III. Okay, you can hold out and put a Mark IV turret in a Mark III buggy, which is what I did, because it only took a little bit more for me to just get the Mark IV turret. So yeah, you can do that. A lot of people didn't know that. You still have to worry about things like heat and stuff like that. You got to give the laser a break every once in a while, but it's not that bad. But I think the biggest reason that you want to get a buggy and start using it, even if you're a solo player, um, holy cow, the mats. My first run, I went out, grabbed what I needed to start making the Harkonnen blocks, the plastone, and when I came back, I even though the buggy was only like half full, it was more than my storage in my base could hold. So it was crazy. One thing that I really liked, if you're a person that's kind of the person to um, the person to power the base, take care of things, blah blah blah. Like this base is starting to require a lot of power because of all the stations that I have. I want those to be available for the people coming into play on my private server, blah blah blah. So it needs a lot of fuel cells to power the many generators that I have. Um, in the buggy, you can roll up to one of those big crates of fuel cells, and if you hit that crate with the the cutter array, the mining laser on this buggy, it gave me 500 fuel cells from one crate naturally occurring out in the wild. And because I was careful about my base placement, um, not only am I surrounded by resources, but I have a normal repeating spawn of one of those crates right outside the base, not too far from it. And so I can get 500 fuel cells in a few seconds. It's a time saver, okay? Just because it's slower than the bikes doesn't mean that it's not worth it. It's very worth it, and it's not that much slower than the bikes. Okay, what else? Is there something else? I'm loving the base so far. I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but I've been building in sandboxes since there's been sandboxes. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying I've gotten pretty good at making cool pixel bases for me and friends to use. I'm very big on being a facilitator and providing bases for people who have less time to play than me. And I think I went into that last time, so I'm not going to beat a dead horse on that. But anyway, yeah, look at how these things open up. It's so... Did I forget to do the settings on that gate? Did I forget? I bet I did. Close automatically. Good. Open automatically on foot. Disabled. Open to the vehicle. Why aren't you opening for the vehicle? See how they open and close? Isn't that the coolest shit ever? Ha! Oh boy, I'm way too giddy about this. Anyway, so we're to the point where we have to go get some more erythrocite. So you get to go with me while I fling myself down into the rift, and I'm gonna actually take an ornithopter to another area in order to go to the spot that I want to go to, because it's just kind of easier in and out that way, which is the end of the rift that's more by the Harkonnen base rift watch. There we go. So because I'm streaming late, it's probably going to throw Mr. Brimstone even more into a weird state, and he's probably going to start chasing demons, which is something I think he's kind of a professional at, because his eyes just get really big in weird hours and he starts looking around, and then he starts chasing things that I can't see. So I'm assuming it's demons, and he's probably saved me from demons a number of times. But anyway, boop. We're going to take an ornithopter over to...
Can I fly somewhere today?
Ville.
Music to my ears.
Take me
What?
somewhere.
Basin is pretty big. I never miss the Let's move.
You
What's
can use
normal then?
these to fly around to known trade posts that you have discovered for the cost of, well, depending on where it's at. Um, like I fly back and forth to um, the Anvil and that locale for 700 per trip. So just make sure you have that on you. Otherwise, you're going to be driving all the way back home if you can't afford the trip back. Um, what else? I feel like I missed some Harkonnen stuff I was going to explain. Yeah, maybe. Hmm. Eh. Hmm. Did I pay for something else that I didn't talk about? No. Oh, one thing I did want to talk about was, um, you see so many videos about get your ornithopter fast. You know, here's how to get an ornithopter. Blah 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 blah. There's so many ornithopter videos, and yeah, it's cool to have an ornithopter. I don't have mine yet, but I've watched plenty of people enjoy them. They're great. Um, Something a lot of people don't know about the ornithopters is that the same tool that you use to store your bike can be used to store a scout ornithopter. It doesn't say it stores any of the others, just the scout. So I'm sure that like myself before I knew that I had reservations. I was like, hey, if I get an ornithopter, well, what about sandstorms? Where am I going to park it? What am I going to do with it? You can store the scout version of the ornithopter in in with your tool, the tool that stores it, and you bring it back out. Um, in a video I watched today, the devs are responding to player questions, and they are making some changes to the Scout Ornithopter that mostly has bearing on PvP. But for solo players, it's not going to be too big of a deal. They are going to enjoy a little bit of a speed boost. So it seems like there is a lot more emphasis going on advancing PvE than PvP. It seems like that's what they were indicating most people are doing. Um, and that's not to say there's anything wrong with PvP, it's just people are really enjoying PvE and player cooperative stuff towards environment versus fighting each other. But the world's kind of like really made for that, it seems like. Um, but as far as getting your ornithopter, crafting it is pretty involved. It requires you to make bigger and bigger this, get more of this, blah blah blah, and it's by the time you're ready for it, it may not seem all too bad, but there is another way. There's a couple of other ways. There is a dungeon on the map that you can go to that once every 45 minutes there's a chance respawn on looting ornithopter parts. And a person could bounce back and forth between that dungeon and just collect ornithopter parts if they were patient enough, and that's just time. That's time, okay? But you're down there and you're shooting things and you're doing other things too, so that's fun. But it is an option if you don't want to go through all the details necessary for crafting. If you don't want to go the other way, which is what I'll talk about, and the one that I'm probably going to do, I'm not sure yet. But basically, the ornithopter can be purchased part for part from your faction vendor. I believe it's at tier 4 reputation, at least on the Harkonnen side. You can save up about 100 and I was confused because several different videos said it costs differently. It was between 120 and 160,000 Solari. And I know, that seems like a lot. You're going, wow, what? Okay, well, listen. In just a couple of days running missions, playing a couple hours a day, I made something like 90,000 Solari. You loot Solari all the time when you kill guys, sometimes you loot it out of boxes down in one of the facilities. Big mission rewards. You get a big payout for some of these missions, and some of them aren't that hard. But what I'm trying to tell you is, in a couple days playtime, you could get enough Solari to just buy a brand new ornithopter in parts from your faction vendor if you're high enough in rep, and go that route. No crafting. No building this machine to build this machine to build this. You know, the whole crafting routine. Um, there's other ways, guys. So if you're starting to get to the part of the game where you're like, man, I really, 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 really want one of these flying grasshopper ships, dragonfly ships, pardon me. Sorry, dragonflies across the universe. I didn't mean to compare you to the lesser version, the grasshopper. Sorry, dragonflies. Then there's ways to do it without having to craft it. True story. And I know you're probably thinking, hey, you never told us where this dungeon is where you can loot these parts. Well, that's because the only video that I've seen on it so far, the guy showed it for about 1/16th of a billionth of a second, and I couldn't tell where the hell he was going. And I actually like fast forwarded and went back through the video, and I was trying to figure out where the hell he went, and I don't know. But it's out there. I'm sure it's on the internet plenty by now since that video, and I'm sure somebody's posted a map of where that facility is that you can go into. Hopefully not get your ass kicked, because the guys were pretty mean there. And just start looting parts and get an absolutely free ornithopter. Enjoy! I'm not doing it, but, you know. The one thing that you have to remember also about when you loot parts for a ornithopter, you probably already discovered it if you played any length of time at all. Like when you loot sand bike parts, yeah, you could eventually put together a sand bike from all those parts, but they are all damaged, and you can only repair them so many times before they're barely functional. So, if you want a brand new, completely new ornithopter, you've now heard the options, and if you don't care about getting damaged parts to throw together into an ornithopter, then go loot it. My buggy is about 1/3 looted buggy parts, but they weren't damaged too horribly, so I make do, and it saved me from having to craft a bunch of stuff. Okay, talking a lot. Let's go find some erythrocite. I'll try to make this little dive to get this erythrocite fairly quick, and then get on to other things, because I know in the last video we were also gathering some. Oh wow, that was a cool lag. The latency to the server a little bit weird tonight. It's good like 90% of the time, so I really don't want to complain too much. And we are playing on Commissar's ancient gaming machine that's definitely seen its day. It only has a few keys burned out. A couple USB ports that don't work anymore. We're fine. Everything's fine. We're all fine. Everything's good here. How are you? Have I asked you how you are tonight? Whoever's watching that, and whoever will watch in the future. I do port these over to YouTube, so my tiny handful of people who actually follow me can go watch them if they want to. Oh, I should actually turn and go where I need to go. So, I don't remember if I explained it in the last video. This is Riftwatch over in this direction. And it's the Harkonnens base where they apparently watch this rift. And the rift is a giant cavern that goes down. Yeah, I'm gonna lag while I'm going by this base. Going down into the rift. You go down into the rift. Very dangerous, lots of flowers though. And you can kill things, loot things. Get very hard to get things. Erythrocite. Probably one of the most valuable things down there. Some of the facilities and stuff down here, they have some pretty damn good loot. In fact, I think it was one of the facilities I went in down here for one of my missions, and I think that's where I looted some of my buggy parts. I think. Don't hold me to it. Let me see if there's one right up here so I don't have to go too far. So the reason I'm streaming so late is I've spent most of the day just trying to feel better. The many medical things wrong with me don't do too well when we have things like massive barometric flops and high temperatures, but overcast and storming. And oh yeah, yesterday, a tornado watch. But yeah, I should listen to my neurologist and rheumatologist when they say, hey, by the way, you're probably going to be affected by barometric changes and extreme weather temperature changes, blah, 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 etc., etc. Not whining, just explaining why I'm streaming so late. Literally had to go most of the day not doing much until I could feel like I could do things. And I got some stuff done in the crafting room that made me happy. And I had a little bit more stamina left, so I was like, why don't I jump online and give people some low graphics entertainment? Dune Awakening. And I think I jumped on to the wrong level to be finding any erythrocyte, because I feel like I should have run into a facility by now, and I haven't. You know what, though? I've done some big drops in, like, jumping off of cliffs and shit in vehicles, and nothing's happened that I could tell to the vehicle, so I guess they don't suffer any fall damage, but it still makes me a little bit creeped out. This is a Mark II sand bike. Oh, that's another thing. Allow me to go off on a tangent for a second. I'm unfortunately one of those people that's like, no, that's not how you say that. I don't know. I was just, I don't know. I come from a time when, I don't know, we were taught stuff in school, and the education system was better, I guess. I don't want to be all judgy or anything, but man, our language is going to shit. It's almost like idiocracy, man. Ugh. And so I'm one of those people that tries to be cool about it, but I'm like, hey, by the way, just trying to be helpful here, but this is how you actually say that, or that's not a real word, blah, blah, blah. And I try not to be all anal retentive about it. I really don't. But man, I gotta admit, it bugs me sometimes. Because of the popularity of Dune Awakening, there's been a lot of people playing the game, and I've watched so many videos where they see, like, this sand bike, okay? MK dot 23, whatever it is. That MK means mark. You don't say it MK. It's not an MK2 bike or gun or whatever the hell. It goes all the way back to almost pre-World War One British military terminology. MK means mark. And so you say mark. That's what I say. You could say MK if you want. Fine. Go for it. Whatever. But it's wrong. Say mark. Okay. Yes, I should have been down on this level. And we need to find maybe one of the shown mining bits. Just down the way here. so we can mine glowing crystals. I feel like I just saw crystal light. Did I see it? No, that's taking me back up. No, it was one of those things. Damn it! Okay. We're close, I can feel it. Feel it in my bones. I have done the thing where you come in from the other end that's closer to my second base, the one I'm working on now, and you just drop all the way down, sometimes in increments, sometimes not. But then getting out isn't really much easier, so I've just gotten the habit of ornithoptering over to this, and oh, here we go. Here we go. Now, a little word about should I store my bike or should I not? Enemies don't really attack your bike if you leave it, so even if an enemy guy walking around, and I'm not talking PvP, I'm talking PvE, they're not going to attack your bike if you're not there, or they don't directly attack the vehicles. Good move on the developer's part. So, should you store it, or should you leave it out? If it's in the open, like up top, not down here where we are, where the sandstorms don't really mess with stuff, if it's up top and you couldn't find shelter for it, and it's going to get left in the open, you should probably store it. But the main reason, and believe it or not, a lot of players don't know this until fairly late in the game, you can spawn on your bike if you die. So if you put your bike somewhere safe, you're going to spawn somewhere safe. If you die, prepare yourself, walk back in, and grab all your shit that you dropped when you died. When you use a different vehicle, you'll see a little window pop up that tells you, do you want to switch to spawning at this vehicle? Because your spawn is still your original bike or whatever, unless you change it. But there's permissions in there where you can basically choose to spawn at the bike or not. Anyway, yeah. Useful stuff. I hope that helped somebody. Let me put my mining laser in my goddamn hand. Ooh, a little bit of lag because we're coming up to something. Great angle to try to do this shit. Who came up with this idea? God damn it, I wish I would have just put it from this side. Thank you. Yeah! Alright, let me switch back to the card pod just in case we're about to run into trouble. I don't remember there being dudes on the outside on this one. There's not. And it is super laggy because we're loading 11 billion objects. Whoa. Whoa, oh, holy shit. Actually, that's a ping spike. That's an enormous ping spike. What a great time to have problems with the internet. It's good. Do-do-do-do. Hey man, this is no problem. We are going to play and be okay. It'll level up all on its own. Alright, let's see if there's any close in. There's that one like last time that's way up on the fucking wall. So, those of you that have been doing base building have noticed that there is a limit on the number of lights you can put in your base. And when they were asked about that and why they don't allow us to have more goddamn lights, they said because it was being exploited by PvPers when they allowed too many lights in Conan Exiles, and it would do the same with this game, they said. But they are working on a solution so that we can have adequate goddamn light in our bases, and it doesn't lag anything out or cause problems. So there you go. You'll have light. And I'm not knocking Funcom. They actually have been super responsive. I mean, even like tolerance for the Reddit complainers, man. They're doing great. They're doing a really good job. They made a good game, a really goddamn good game, and they're just really doing great. Do. I want to get some more erythricite. Oh, hello, mister. Who said that? Oh, look at you. Well, I don't have a lot of heavy darts because I didn't prepare properly. But I would like to shoot that one in the head and make her fall over. Wow, the ping sucks. I have good internet. It's just been what it's been lately. Well, in fairness, there's a shit ton of storming in the region. I mean, it was just yesterday that we had tornado warning. Hello, Mr. Heavy, stop shooting. Stop. You're gonna make me waste my holster battery? I'm gonna hate you for that. Ooh, I really hate your ass right now. There. Thank you for falling over dead. The decency to die when you should. Wow, I hit the exact wrong button somehow. And I hit it again. Really, I am feeling better. Alright. Bleed for me. Bleed for me. I also watched a guy who enjoys doing things like spreadsheets and figuring out the math on where the fuck is the other person? Ah, shit, that was a sniper rifle. He mathematically figured out what's the best bang for the buck on supplying your base with water. And lo and behold, it's like the improvised blood refinery. Nothing big, nothing important. It had the best efficiency bang for the buck. So I'm probably not going to make anything else. He did mention that the death still beds. God damn, that ping is awful. What the shit, man? Those are by far like the most convenient thing, but what a lot of people don't notice about it, about those still beds, is that they consume massive amounts of power, which is kind of a silly thing if you ask me. It seems like something that shouldn't, but it also provides like I think it was like 50,000 water. It's insane. Anyway, where is this sniper? I want them deceased. I really don't know where the fuck they're shooting from. Where's the sniper? A load of horse shit. Sometimes when they're trying to like come over and pursue you, they fall into bad places and can't get out. I'd like to get just like one more erythricite before I go. That would be super colossal meta chunky goodness. Let me look at my inventory and make sure I have enough. I have a little more room. Yeah, like one or two
Sector
more.
weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Thank you, I'm underground. And then I don't want to load up the bike because, of course, I would just have to leave it here because you cannot store your sand bike if it has anything in the inventory. Where the actual hell? I don't quite understand. Where the fuck? I'm just not sure where I was getting shot from. You know? Okay. Well, I don't want to dive like any deeper into that place to get erythrocite because I didn't want to spend a lot of time doing that for this stream. Get the erythrocite, get the hell back out, go do other things instead of just making you watch me doing a lot of the things I did last stream. So here, where I live in good old Fort Wayne, Indiana, it's that weird, super stormy time of the year where we do get some tornado warnings. But it gets very hot for this area. High 80s, and we're supposed to have 90s later this week. And it unfortunately makes the area extremely humid. And right now, my only transportation is a partially broken 98 Ford Explorer that I bought just to be basic transportation while I try to save up to afford something else. And it is very basic. While it has a great motor and great transmission, it has rust on the body panels and some rust in the frame. And so it's been getting me to and fro, but unfortunately the exhaust is also rusted out, and so I can't use any ventilation inside the car. I only paid $900 for this car, okay, and it's got me around a little. It's not worth putting a whole ton of money into, but it hasn't broke down. It hasn't broke down. At least the crucial things are working okay. But before I sell it, when I'm ready to buy a more reliable vehicle that I don't have to worry about, I will replace the muffler because I don't want to sell the car to someone without them being able to use air conditioning and or heater because of the dust fumes in the car. Should we connect to water? We don't need to. Just plenty. Speaking of. I think this last bit will probably be all that I can hold anyway. Is it up? Are you kidding? Just... I can't... Thank you. Good gravy. Okay. Let's get on the hog and get the hell out of here. I think that was, yeah, that puts me close enough to full, but we can just scram, get the hell out. you gotta make cobalt paste, and cobalt paste, it's one of the elements needed to make the Arconin. Wait, is there a way that I can get up a little? Yeah, there is. Can I get up right here? Yeah. Yep. It's cobalt paste is one of the required elements for making plastone that you use to make the faction Harkonnen base building blocks. Hooray! And so, that's why I'm here, getting erythrocyte, because I ran out. And someday, when I have that magical ornithopter, I will probably just fly over the rift, lower myself down, closer to where the erythrocyte is, store the ornithopter, poof, grab the erythrocyte, rinse, repeat. Instead of this very lengthy trek. Oh, the fucking... Oh, look what respawned. I bet I can still fit most of that. Yeah. Hello, Erythrocyte. You're a lovely pink this evening. Cool. I mean... Ooh, yeah, okay, stay on target. Come on. Stay on target. Pardon my sinuses. I don't know why they had to go awry as I started my stream. Get more lovely things about the environment of late. Whoa, hold on. No, don't shoot at me. Don't shoot at me. Don't shoot at me. Boy, you're lucky you didn't tag my health, dude, because I would have been so unforgiving of you, dude. I can't remember if this is a side vent that allows me to get up and out faster. I tend to wander a little bit at times. Oh shit, I'm on top of a wreck. This is not where I wanted to go. Let's just go over here. Make sure I have my bearings straight. Gotta make sure to straighten your bearings. They get unstraightened. I was actually down in that wreck yesterday for a faction mission. Finding some poor lost souls that were a squad of Atreides that got melted by chemical something. And it was a little bit sad, actually. Except that they were Atreides, so arrogant scum that needed to die. You can't tell that, like, an hardcore Harkonnen. Don't get me wrong, in real life, very nice person, honorable, all that. But, oh, hey, look, it's somebody offering to sell me viewers. Pardon me a moment. Pardon me just a sec. There we go. Sorry about that. I don't care if I don't have a lot of followers. Don't come in my stream trying to sell shit. You spam bot piece of shit. Oh! Yes, another lag spike. That's good. I'm so sorry, folks. It was mostly fine earlier today. I thought nighttime, late night would be better. And here we are. Yahoo! You know, something that I'll do real quick is, because I don't think I did the last time I streamed, if I remember right. Um, I'm going to go into Riftwatch here, so you guys that haven't seen what Riftwatch is about, you can see it. Yeah, we did stop in here last time, but I'm not sure if I showed you guys the vendor and the vendor prices and stuff. So once you start sort of the because you're going to start your faction stuff in the Anvil, regardless of what you choose. For the Harkonnens, once you get to a certain point, you're going to reach tier 2 reputation, and your contact is going to tell you, hey, now you can buy stuff from faction vendors. Well, here's where the faction vendor is. And if you want to see it on the map, Riftwatch, right there. Ta-da. And the Anvil is right here. There's a spare sand bike I leave here in case mine gets trashed, because I still do a lot of stuff in this region. Yeah, there's where one of the people that plays on my server, Guides Like Kid to Me, is based over here. And there's my first base, which is still great for amassing iron. This is the iron area. Still lots of cool things that you can do. One of the things I like to do here is I like to go to this facility, or this right here, or go to this facility, or these right here, because some of them have super cool shit like complex machinery. You're going to need quite a bit of that, and it's pretty easy to get them if you've already leveled a bit and you're kind of mid-game. You can come back here and you can just kind of plow through the guys that are here and get blood off of them, pick up some Solari, but also hoard a bunch of complex machinery. Yes, indeed. The Ironworks will do that for you. Anyway, so yeah, this is a really cool place. And your second, when you move on to your next Harkonnen mission giver, she's here. So there you go. All right. Oh, and let's look at what's on the menu real quick.
Look who's back.
I didn't bring a
Buying
bunch of money
something?
with me,
Or
but
just
it'll give
wasting
you
my
an
time.
idea. So you can see here, look, you can buy Ornithopter parts. You can buy all the parts necessary to build an Ornithopter. Personally, I don't, and I haven't confirmed this yet. I should probably know this, but I don't. That the prices go down the higher your reputation goes, like because you're more important, they give you discounts, whatever. But I don't feel like everything that you purchase for the Ornithopter is 160,000. At least not on my screen. But there's cool shit here, guys. I mean, stuff that if you want to look like a cool Harkonnen, you want to be one of the cool Harkonnen kids. I mean, Mercenary light armor set variant, Atreides Deserter light armor set variant, Harkonnen still suit swatch. I don't use the skill suit, or I'm sorry, the still suit very much anymore. I just carry a lot of water on me. I got tired of getting my ass kicked because my armor sucked. But your bedroom set, why haven't I bought that yet? Oh, it's no, I can buy that. No, I can't. It's tier 4. Here's the padlock with the number. It tells you the tier. I gotta level up. Or am I tier 4? No, I'm 3. I forgot. Sorry. Duh. But yeah, and then tier 5 Harkonnen dining room furniture set. Fancy. Already bought this. You can convert all your heavy armor to look like Harkonnen heavy armor always. And yeah, buggy office furniture set. Oh, I did buy that. Good. Gotta have your Harkonnen office furniture. Duh. The lights bought that. And then, of course, a skin to change your ornithopters to Harkonnen style ornithopters. Because you should. Sorry about the sinuses. Blah. Probably not going to be the longest stream in the world tonight, but I wanted to get on and share some things that I learned and have some fun and provide some entertainment for anybody that's watching now or later. Dun dun dun! Angry Harkonnen chick, who sometimes drives off of cliffs as if her bike could fly. That would break anyone's neck. Pardon me. I'm trying to make myself get better at remembering to make bandages. I don't know how many times, guys, I can be so dumb sometimes. Like, I am really, really good. I mean, I've been around since the beginning of video games, and I'm really good about being tactical and careful in video games. Like, today I had some masterful shit, and I was like, man, I wish I had been streaming that. But, sometimes I could just be dumb, and I can only blame some of it on my health, you know. Just stupid stuff like, hey, I just went on this dive knowing there's a whole bunch of bad guys in here, and I have one bandage. I'm too full right now to show you the white sand thing. That was another thing I wanted to show at some point. How to make silicon blocks, which silicon blocks are needed for so much stuff. The good news is, if you finish the second trial, and I think I talked about this a little bit in the last video, but you unlock the ability to make a tool. Cannot ever remember the name of it for the life of me, so I'll just jump off my bike and look at my inventory. Again, it's this tool, the static compactor, and it allows you to really grab a lot more flower sand, flower, the white sand, clumps of it a lot faster and in greater quantity, and makes life much easier since you have to have a lot of it. And super simple. You just have to be careful to pick a patch of white sand. They kind of randomly occur. That's not too far from safe land, not too close or in Shai-Hulud stomping grounds. And I haven't really had a hard time finding any that's safe to do that. So, there you go.
Gonna fly somewhere today?
Can you fly me
Music to my
somewhere
ears.
today?
The basin is a
Music to
pretty
yours.
big place.
How about Pinnacle?
Most folks try. Let's try to avoid any pot shots from the.
We'll try to avoid those pot shots. Thank you. Uber driver, just take me. Please pardon my sniffles. Sinuses were completely fine until I tried to stream. Super cool. Do. Back in the old stomping grounds. Yee. Oh. Oh, good. We get to have atmospheric sand effects. That's gonna tax out my graphics. Thank you, Atmospherics, for pushing my GPU to 98%. It's fine. It's good. It's all good and fine. Wow. Put the fingers on the right keys. I feel parched. I'll remedy that. It will be a little bit... I don't know why this particular type of sound effect lags me as bad as it does. I am using their experimental low-end laptop settings, and it's been amazingly helpful, but some things still kind of tag it a little bit. I wonder if I should do a little ticket to let them know about that. Anything to help you out, Fun Bomb. Whoa, super fast. Oh my gosh, look how fast I'm going. Yeah, I've been running this Mark II bike for so long. I've replaced a few parts. Oh my god, I just built this afternoon. I just love rolling up to it. Look at that. I'm gonna love finishing this base. Do. So another thing that we have to do is build. Unfortunately, I was trying to avoid it, but so the basic starter set building stuff, you can make this gate like I have over here in front of us right now. That gate allows for that vehicle, believe it or not, with the turret sticking up and everything, it allowed for it to squeeze through, like it's glitched and you could just get through. Faction gate won't allow it. So, unfortunately, like everybody else, I'm going to have to make Pentashield, or because I will not go back and put a regular ass fucking basic Chome gate on my gorgeous flowering Harkonnen war castle. Duh. Okay. Here we go. I need to make Cobalt paste. 60, please. Thank you very much. And I'm wondering if I just ran out of water. I've been using quite a bit today. No, got plenty. Can I deposit loot? Yeah, just not very much. Haven't done much. That's fine. It's all fine and good. And, while we're waiting for that to finish, I need to take a break, try to deal with my nose real quick, and I'll be back. Okay? I'm not being a bad streamer. I just need to go deal with my nose. Okay? Alright. Okay then. Let's see if things get better. Do 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 do. Done? No? Still going. Oh. A ways to go. Well, we should definitely go kill some people then. I mean, base runs on blood, folks. Let's do some quick deposits. Quick deposits. Very good. Quick deposits. Quick deposits. Anything? When you, I think I explained it in the last video. Your storage options to do quick deposit, basically anything that you previously deposited, if you have something like it in your inventory, it will take that and just quickly deposit it. I love the way the Harkonnen gates open. Holy shit. Okay. Calm down. Calm down, calm down. This poor bike. I know that I probably catch a lot of shit for saying it, but I actually want to build the Mark III and Mark IV bikes. I like the bikes. I don't think you should necessarily leave them behind because you get your buggy or your ornithopter or whatever. I can't help it, man. I like the bikes, and I mean they're tank bikes for fuck's sake. Yeah, I mean, as you build the newer versions, they are a little more durable, a little faster, and bigger storage. I think bikes have their purpose. Oh, look, the Atreides jerks are already fighting somebody. First, yeah, let's kill this one. Well done. Well done. Well done. Oh, I forgot. I also built the House sniper rifle. The House. Please forgive me, I can't remember the names. House Jabal Spitdog. Listen, I know we're in the middle of a basin conflict and stuff, but can I just show you something real quick? Because I craft replica sci-fi guns and armor for like cosplay level, cool stuff to sit on your shelf, replicas of things, and I never copy anything directly. Everything is always my version of it, because otherwise I just get bored directly copying something. I want to make this rifle. Oh my god. I want to make it. I've been on this big thing lately where I don't want to make my version of stuff that's already been made because I don't know, it's just boring. In certain ways, I still love it, but it says I created some unique things that are just all from my imagination, not from a movie, not from anything else. 100% my creation, and fell right in love with crafting all over again, and I am loving it so much, but I really want to make the car pop. Okay, I'm done. Sorry. Let's get up here and see what we can do about this. Is there a sniper in there? Oh, yeah. Pay attention. Were you looking through your binoculars? What'd you see? A bullet? This seemed funnier in my head. Alright, let's see who's tearing it up over here. Hi. So tough? Or maybe not. Hi. Are you a sword person? Oh, you have a gun. Come on. You're doing really good. And did you just sneak into the... I sure hope I can get over to those bodies before they're gone. I should get on that. No doubt. There's gonna be another sword jerk over here. Oh? All right, listen, people. Listen. Karpov 38. What the fuck was that? What? Did he just get right back up? Listen, if you're gonna show a little skull thing, just die. Felt appropriate. See? I knew I heard someone else. Oh, yep. Yep. Oh, shit. Got him on the reload. I'll pick it up. Alright, you fuckers. Water. Gotta admit, some elements of the Atreides armor looks pretty cool, but it's only like 0.00001% as cool as our Sarkotan armor. That's the official numbers there. Look at all the water. I don't want to pick up your stupid gloves. Well, maybe yeah. All right. I'll take the power. Set fuel cells. I'm sure our stuff is finished back at the base. Oh, there are consoles in here. I want to show people this. Sometimes you will see consoles. Where the fuck is it? It's usually... How did I miss it? Maybe it's upstairs. I don't... Okay. When we find it, I'll explain it. See, what I was saying about making money, folks, that was 230 Solari just kind of casually laying around. I'm on the top level now. This right here. This is their alarm system. So if you have the opportunity to sabotage it, you should sabotage it. You will see them run over to it, and they will call in reinforcements from out of nowhere, and you'll have to deal with more dudes. I dare say I killed almost everyone here, and got plenty of blood. So I think we'll get the fuck out of here. Do do do. Do 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 do. Hey, my character is dehydrated. And I have no fucking excuse because I have lots of water on me. It's my song for the evening. I liked it. Here all night. That's a lie. Maybe another 30 minutes to an hour. A cup of coffee could change that. You may say to yourself, and me, Commissary, actually I have coffee this late? Well, let me explain how it works when you're neurologically fucked. A lot of health issues and stuff. Your sleep's all over the place. Personally, I've always found happier and healthier life living graveyard-ish or late swing type hours. But about 75% of my career life was also swing and graveyard, so I guess there's some explanation for that. I'm just driving around haphazardly in my base. That and dark roast coffee with less caffeine, and the fact that I've been having it for like, holy shit, I'm old. It was 35 years? Probably more than 35 years, so it doesn't necessarily affect me all that much anymore. Just a slight little boosty. Are we still working on this paste? Oh, we're down to the last one. Good timing, me. Look at me go. My timing's awesome. Super cool. Alright, let's see if we can deposit anything. Well, you know, like blood. Stick the blood in the machine and make it give you water. Okay, quick deposit? Quick deposit? No, I did the quick deposit. Damn it. Okay. Alright. So this is finished. Put your gun away. Angry chick. Now, I think I discussed this in the last stream. Another thing that people sometimes don't realize is you don't have to take the stuff that the machines make out of their storage. When you go to craft stuff, it will take it right out of those storages. You can take it out if you want to. If you're one of those people that's just gotta organize, that's fine. But as long as they're not overflowed in there, you can leave them in there. It's considered storage. Base says it's storage. You could use it. Let me recycle this horse shit that I picked up off of these dumbasses. Slaver heavy boots. Goodbye. Any other dumb shit? No? Okay. Why didn't that deposit into a box? Didn't I have that in there already? Never mind. I also should deposit my power that I just looted. Which one of you is the lowest? I think it was you that didn't get a turn last time. There we go. Boop. Okay. Yes! Building Harkonnen shit. Here we go. So, did I make... No, I didn't. So, we gotta do the plastone. I don't have enough basalt stone? Oh, wait. I think I remember what I was gonna do next. Because unless I tear walls down, this here buggy's not going anywhere. So, oh, that's not a crafting tool. Where's the crafting tool? There's the crafting tool. Construction tool. Okay. That is what I needed to build. Now, how many can I build? We have cobalt paste. Wait. If I use all that cobalt paste... Oh. I was wrong. You don't need cobalt. I'm getting my resources mixed up. You don't need cobalt paste for the plastone. I was needing cobalt paste to make pentashield exit for the Jeep, the buggy, the thing with which we farm lots of things. Yes, because we need to go down the road to satisfy my lack, my need, my carnal need to build with Harkonnen shit, so I need more basalt stone. Very important. But first, we build a pentashield wall so that we can get the goddamn vehicle out. And here we go. Bum, 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 bum. Is that? No. Will it? Probably not. It's what? All right. Time to size it up. Okay, so are we too wide? Are we too wide to do just one? We're probably too wide. Well now. Well now. Well now. Okay. Let's just see, shall we? Shit, I hope this pentashield doesn't totally dump my power. That would suck. But we gotta do it. Here we go. Pentashield! That's fine. We'll leave it associate. Not public. I mean, it's a private server, but still, what if? What if, you know? You have to think about the what ifs in this life. Yes, okay. So, we determined that we can cheese it. We could totally cheese this. And the buggy, let's see if it can go back in with one square of pentashield. Wouldn't it be awesome? And I don't have to like build another pentashield above, you know? Wouldn't it be cool? Boop. And boop. Superior. Building materials. Harkonnen. Yes. Inclines. And I believe the half ramp is what we wanted. Yeah. Yep. Boop. At least I had enough to build that. Alright, let's see if it'll go back in. Just gotta make sure that this theory is sound. Let me just do a big swoop around. You know what? And people probably not watching right now, but watching in the future on YouTube or whatever. I'm so sorry. I've had the music, the in-game music, I think is off. I can cheese it and I can get in through the one pentashield with this thing. That's so great. I mean, it's cheesy, but it works, and so that's great. That's fine. It's great and it's fine. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Move it along. I do at some point want to make the weapons turret for this thing. Oh. Ooh, excuse me. Just walk up to, roll up to. What walk? Why walk when you can roll? Just go right up to a damn Atreides fortress and just open up with that son of a bitch. But I wonder if the base defenses would come online and shoot the shit out of your buggy. Probably. They should. Goddamn, internet is so whack tonight, man. I literally pay for really good internet, and it's It's so good almost all the time. It's so weird when it actually has a problem. I almost feel bad complaining. But it did need to happen on a night when I wanted to stream. That's good. It's good and it's fun. We all like it, right? There was some of that stone that I need right up yonk. Unless I'm forgetting and I'm going to the wrong place. No, wait, is that basalt stone right there? Let me just look at the damn map. That's aluminum. Aluminum. Allume le déjeuner. Wait. I know there was some here. I was here earlier. Did I not go far enough? I think I didn't go far enough. Right? What? Who? Where? When? How? I didn't go far enough. That's the deal. I exited the wrong side. I should have gone through. I should have gone through the trading post, but I didn't, so super dumb, and that's what I get. But we get to have fun driving the buggy, you know? And I also took another wrong turn, so that's good too. Tonight's wrong turns performed by Commissar. That's good that they have rocks directly behind. Where the fuck am I? I just completely took the wrong goddamn... Okay, I'm going back up to the fucking trading post and doing it right this time. I don't know why I tried to take this little side windy bit. Whoa. Whoa now. You keep that shooting horse shit to yourselves, boys. We'll go through the motorcycle side. Motorcycle, what am I talking about? Sand pile. Okay, now, for goodness sake. Do. Oh, I apologize for not having the game music on, and I didn't turn the game music back on, or... Thank you. Because the in-game music is good. Am I just taking the wrong turns? Just a few wrong turns in life. How do I not know where I'm going? I was here earlier. Right here. Okay, again, you just hold down F, go to the turret, aim at the thing that you want to mine. In this case, basalt stone, and then right back into the drawdown. And then this part that I love so much because being able to pull 500 brick of this stuff. It's just madness. That's so much power. In just a few seconds, a clickety-click. Do-do-do. Hop in the turret. Do-do. Fantastico. I'm pretty sure there was a couple more. Abono, y'all. Pretty sure. Yeah. 7. You would give me all of the basalt stone. Beautiful. Damn beautiful. Over here, as I recall. And I think that's enough for a little while. Am I kidding? It's never enough. Now, I was telling you earlier about how it's just better to have the buggy. Let me show you. 500 max stack of basalt stone and just a little bit that we've done. Almost 500 fuel cells. That carries so many bases for so many people's bases, you know. Unless you're a super hardcore player. Big old massive bases. I've seen some pretty impressive ones online. The streamer morphologist, wow, the ping sucks. Why tonight, you ask? Why? I asked that too. Anyway, the streamer morphologist, who is an architect in real life, did some amazing work on Dune Awakening bases. Allow me to wind my way back. I guess I could have picked up aluminum while I was out, but while we're still streaming, let's stay on target. Stay on target.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is
Oh
approaching.
shit, a sandstorm. I really don't want my vehicle fucked up. So I think I'll go over here, where they will hopefully close a door on my ass. It says sheltered. I'm gonna sit here and make sure they close the door. You better close the door. I better be safe. Not having my new buggy built partially from looted, fucked up parts, granted, but that's not, you know, you love it even if it's, you know, not the best. Oh, okay.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
I'm gonna close the door? I thought there was a door that closed on this part. This sandstorm better not fuck up my buggy. Not seeing increasing damage. Okay. The desert is done trying to kill everyone now. Ta-da. So, there's your evidence. There's shelter. Even if they don't close the door. for your vehicles in the bike pen. You saw it here first, maybe second. Do. All right, let's see if I can squeeze right back through that new pentasail. Now, one might ask, why keep the garage door that's not a pentashield next to the pentashield opening? Why do that? I'm totally cheesing this pentashield thing. I like it. Very good. Why keep that manual gate next to that pentashield? Why not just have a pentashield? Because the gate's cool. You saw it open and close. Look what it does. It's Harkonnen gorgeousness. That's reason enough. And you can still drive the bikes in, you know? I have not messed with the permissions on pentashields. I guess there's not much of a menu, really. If it's your base, it doesn't let people in. You can get in and out. It uses a shitload of power, no doubt. It didn't knock the machines offline, so I guess I have enough. Fine, it's all fine. It's good. It's good and it's fine. Now, I'm going to show you one more useful thing that I think a bunch of people don't know. Walk up to a storage in your base, and there's a little menu up here on the left. There's your backpack, but if you have other vehicles parked in proximity, buggy, you can literally drag it over, drag all the stuff, drag it like crazy. I'm going to say that it's not going to hold much. But it does, so that's cool. I don't know the power cells. I'm gonna leave those for a minute. I'm not gonna worry about those right now. Oh, and that's the one kind of pain in the ass thing with building with faction stuff. You gotta have a medium or a refinery. But the good news is it's worth it for many other reasons. It is more efficient. It does more with your materials. There you go. But yeah, you gotta have a medium or refinery to do the plastone. Now, here's the thing that I was explaining earlier. Somebody looks at this menu and they go, I just got all that silicone and all that basalt, and it only lets me make 3 plastone. Okay, but look right here. Times 250. So each one of those is producing two. So this is about to produce 750 units of plastone, which allows you to do a shitload of building. Ta-da! Craft it, do it, make it. I demand it. Aluminum. I should. Let's do it. start that run. And I'm just going to leave the class stone sitting in there. I don't need to pick it up. Yeah, let the Olympic run. Alright, okay. Alright. I have my doors set not to automatically open and close to people on foot. Or I'm sorry, they do close automatically. But when I had the doors opening automatically in the base building, or just running around in your base, I noticed that they kind of annoyingly just opened and closed even if you weren't really that close, and they would stay open. And just weird. So I finally got to the point like, no, just I'll open and close. That's fine. Okay. Unfortunately, I am getting fatigued out, and I'm actually kind of surprised with the day that I've had that I lasted this long. But a whole bunch of stuff in there that was hopefully helpful to you. The whole building stuff out of faction materials is pretty intimidating. The initial cost is 80,000 to get your faction building stuff. All the things that you have to process the stuff that it's used to make it. But the one saving grace is what I just showed you, is that each production run 250 units for you to build with. And that's a lot, folks. I'll just do this real quick. Structural. So you'll see that each of those plastone bricks, foundation pieces, only take 18 plastone. And with very little work, really, with the buggy, we just got 771 units of plastone to build Harkonnen faction building bricks, blocks, and things and stuff that isn't like Minecraft. But anyway, yeah, impromptu stream late at night. And I hope that the things that I learned and passed on help somebody. And I'm having giant tired brain. But, oh, and my character's dehydrating. For anybody that dropped in, I'm sorry if I missed anyone. And if not, just the people watching in the future on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had a good time, and hopefully my internet will be better next time. Weird, because it's usually really good. Anyway, okay, bye.